Hey guys! So it says I'm live now. I'm gonna wait just a minute to start the thing because, as some of you might know, I had a very hard time streaming last time. It did not go extremely well, and so I'm gonna try to make sure that the sound is not wrong, which is why I've got an earbud in. And it sounds like it's working. Okay. So now I'm going to pause that, and I'm going to hope it continues to be okay throughout the rest of the broadcast. So, as promised, I actually decided I was going to do this in 1 week. So tomorrow will be Wednesday, and that'll be the last day of the 3-part series on friendship. I have no idea what tomorrow's part is going to be about, but tonight's part is going to be about, as I said, qualities you want to look for in a friend. And I actually found this thing on Pinterest, which I use quite often for things. I found this thing that had the ABCs of friendship qualities that you want. And I was like, I just happened to come across this, and I was like, I need this. So I decided, why not use that in my live stream? And this whole series is going to be live streamed because I've got a lot to say, and it takes about 20 minutes each time, I've figured out. So let's just let's keep it going on this. I don't want to record 20 minutes of video on my phone. That's just redonkulous. And the live streams will get easier eventually, I believe. Once I get to 100 subscribers, I'll be able to just record, just live stream from my phone. So I won't have to deal with the whole, I don't even know what software I'm using at this point. I picked one, clicked on it, set it up, and I don't really know how to work it. I just know how to turn something on, and it seems to be working, so I'm gonna go with that. Anyway, so let's get started with the thingamajiggy. If you happen to have something that you would like to hear me talk about, put it in the comments below. And if you happen to have an idea of what I should talk about for friendship next, for tomorrow, quickly put a comment below before I think of something else, or before I try to do something else. Even if I can't think of anything else, I might just be rambling about how good my best friends are, because they're really great. Okay. So, the ABCs of good character. So the first one is availability. That is obviously A for availability. You want someone that's always going to be able to help you, that will put down whatever they're doing if you are in dire need of help. I know my best friends would do that for me, and those who wouldn't, I would probably consider them best friends. If I really need help, they're there for me, and they've shown that. B for brave. So you don't need all of your best friends necessarily to be brave, but you probably want one brave one in the bunch, because you want someone to face challenges, and if you don't face challenges and none of your friends face challenges, then you're all just going to be cowering in the darkness together. So yeah, that's about the only way to look at it. Content. You want someone, before I move on, I want to say you don't need like all 26 of these in every single person you meet. That's probably not going to happen. But you do want one of your inner friends, one out of however many inner friends you have, to have all these qualities. Not all in the one person, but between like the however many inner friends you have, you want all 26 probably. And between them. But anyways, C for content. You want someone to be happy with what they have. You don't need a whole bunch of friends who are like, oh man, I need this, 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 and so on. You want someone who's like, man, I have a great house, I have great friends, I have a great lamp that's providing light to shine on me because my room is dark. I have a great ability to make artwork and such. I have etc., etc. You know, you want people to focusing on what they have, not what they don't have. Dependable. You want friends who do what they say they're going to do. This is a very important one because as a leader, I try to start groups to do things, and I often find that people just won't do what they say they're going to. It's a thing. Life gets in the way, they get busy, and I understand that, but a lot of people they don't do what they say they're going to do. And it's not always their fault, but in your best friends group, you want someone who is going to do what they say they're going to do. And when they say they're going to do it too, probably. Empathetic. Again, you're not going to find this in every friend. One of my closest friends, hi Megan, is not completely empathetic. She tries, but she's not the most sensitive to others' feelings, and it's just how she was made. God made her to to be her, and she's not always empathetic, but she's great anyways. Forgiving. You want someone who's not going to hold a grudge. Again, you're probably not going to find this in every single person, but you should try to find people who aren't going to be mad at everyone for everything for the rest of their lives, because those people, I mean, besides the fact that it's not right, those people also aren't that much fun to be around. And soon they'll bring you down with them and you'll start holding grudges and such and such and such. Generous. You want someone to be able to give cheerfully. You want someone in your friends group that is going to be happy and excited, and not saying that they have to give you gifts all the time, but like, they're not like, here, take this. My mom made me make you cookies because I'm still holding a grudge from that thing from 10 years ago. You know? You want friends who are gonna be like, hey, I made you cookies just because I love you so much. You know? Who wouldn't want cookies, honestly? I just baked 40 cookies, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. Hashtag illuminate, you might be getting cookies tomorrow, because I have no idea what to do with these 40 cookies I made. Anyways, humble. You gotta be humble. Okay, so you want your friends to not brag about their victories. You want your friends to be humble. Enough said. You want your friends to be industrious. I for industrious. You figure things out when you need to. So you want your friends to be problem solvers, basically, is what it's saying. For instance, if one of your friends is mad at your other friend and you're kind of caught in the middle of it, you probably want someone to figure something out and get over it. I know I do. I tend to be a problem solver. I like to be like, okay, this friend is having problems with this friend, and this friend has no idea what to do, so I'm going to intervene and say what this friend wants to do about this friend, and then hopefully this friend will help me. I don't know, it's complicated. This happened like 2 days ago, which is why I gave kind of a semi-vague-ish example, but anyways, I try to help, sometimes it doesn't work, but you want someone who will try to solve problems even if they're not very good at it. Joyful. You want someone to be happy. I have one friend in color guard, and she is always happy. And while we think she's crazy sometimes, because we're all so dead, sometimes we're like, And she's like, guys, look, I did a thing, I'm so happy. And we're like, kudos. I have no idea how you're still so energetic, but it's really fun to have someone like that around because she's never negative. And she's just fun to be around, you know? You like people who are happy. You want someone who is kind-hearted. You want someone who loves on you and who knows your needs and wants to care for you and such. Those are very good people. And usually the joyful and kind-hearted, I've found, are kind of paired together. I haven't found someone who's extremely happy that isn't kind to others. Nobody happy is mean. You can't be happy and mean. That's not a thing. So usually joyful and kind-hearted stick together. You want someone who is loyal. L for loyal. L is not for loser. L is for loyal. So, you know, I had don't be a Walmart table a few times ago. Now I'm going to say be loyal. Be loyal. Do the L for loyal. So, go tell friends, go to your friends and be like, you're an L, you're a loyal. That'll be the thing to get them to watch, to bring them in and, you know, benefit from these videos as well. You're loyal. You're loyal. Anyways, okay. So loyal, you want someone there for you, and that's always gonna be there for you, and someone who's not gonna be like, oh, well, this other friend invited me to something cooler, so I'm gonna just, okay, bye. You want someone who's gonna be like, oh my gosh, you invited me to something? That is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna bring like 12 friends because this is important to you, and you need to have friends, you know. You want someone like that. And I'm hoping as I'm reading this list off, I'm hoping you're thinking, man, I do need friends like that, or thinking about friends that you already have that are like that. That's always the best. I've got a person in mind, I think, for each one of these, and it's so cool to read through because I'm like, I've got really great friends, guys. Shout out to my best friends. You guys are really awesome. Ooh, this next one is interesting. I didn't even think of this one. I don't think about this one much. Mannerly. You want someone to behave in a way that's thoughtful of others. So, you want a friend who is not going to, who might even give up maybe part of being themselves around certain people because it's not right. It just isn't right in that community. So, I know people like this. I'm not going to give specific examples or name names or anything, but I do know people who will kind of stop being who they actually are just because it's disrespectful to who they're around. And I applaud those people. I think that's very, very good of them. That one was actually really intriguing. In for neighborly. So you want someone who loves others with a smile and greeting. That's so sweet. So this probably also goes with joyful and kindness. Neighborly, being neighborly, you want people who are smiling and happy and always excited to see you and stuff like that. You want people who are welcoming. I know, excuse me, the pastors at my church, they're all like this. We have greeters at the door, but they always like to usher us out. You know, the pastors always meet us in the foyer and usher every single person out after service. Not like rushing them out or anything. They just like to stand by the door as people leave and say goodbye and, you know, ask about, you know, their wife or their kids or about their grandmother if they heard something. You know, they like to be there for the entire congregation. And that's something really respectable. And our youth pastors, which are awesome, they like to come up and talk to us too. Even the people who are completely new, they'll go up and they'll be like, "Hi, so I saw that you're new and I just wanted to say hi. Is there anything I can pray for you about?" And I think that's really cool. And needed, especially in churches. I don't see very many churches doing this. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my shirt and it's bothering me. Anyways, it's still bothering me. Anyways, I don't know, I think it's really good quality to have, especially as a pastor or a youth pastor. You want someone who's obedient. The comment below it says we obey our parents, but I think it's important that they obey, anyone respectably older than them. You know what I mean? Like, not just some random person who's like a day or two or a month older than them, but like, I look for friends who are very respectful, not respectable, respectful to all adults. Say they obey their parents, but when their grandparents ask them to do something, they're like, no, you're not my parents. That's kind of rude. Or say a pastor or something just wants them to do something pretty quick, just asks them, hey, can you go get me a glass of water or something? They're like, no, I can't. It's kind of rude. I don't know a whole lot of people that wouldn't do that, but still, I think someone who obeys everyone would be, or not everyone, but you know what I mean. I think that would be most respectable. Someone who's patient. You want someone that will be patient with you. Like, for instance, I have a friend with really, really bad anxiety issues, and I have to be patient with them. I have to be very patient with them because sometimes they're in panic attacks or something and they have no idea, like, they can't really control it at all. So you have to be kind, you have to calm down, know that if they say anything to you that seems kind of off, they probably don't want to say it like that, and you just have to know that, they really appreciate you being there. So you have to talk to them and try to calm them down, but also know that, what they're saying, they're actually feeling in the moment. And so, anyways, it's a lot of things to think about. But I've had some of those moments myself, and I do appreciate people being patient with me. Questioning. We approach life with interest. I'm probably the questioning friend. Not gonna lie, with some people. I ask a lot of questions. In fact, I don't really know how to start a conversation, I don't feel like, so I'll just go up to people and be like, what's your favorite color? Or, how's your pet chihuahua? Just really random funny things, but I try to do it semi-often so that people don't feel like I'm neglecting them or anything. I'll just go up and be like, hey, how you doing? What instruments do you know how to play? Can you teach me how to play video games? I don't know, anyways. I don't know how to play video games and I don't want to. But things like that, you want someone who will ask questions, because sometimes you just need someone to ask you how you're doing, and if you don't have a friend that'll do that, then it's kind of sucky. I think our power just went off. Anyways. Responsible. You want people who will do everything to the best of their ability. So, for instance, if you have a dog and you want someone to watch it for the week, and you say, hey, best friend, my main dude, would you watch my dog for the week? And they're like, yeah, totally, I'll watch your dog. We got this. I love your dog's so great. And you're like, awesome, pal, I trust you. And they're like, cool. And so they get the dog and they're like, cool, so you only need to eat like once a week, right? Cool beans. And then you get back and your dog's like lying on the floor dying of starvation because they haven't eaten in 4 days. That's not a very responsible friend, and you probably shouldn't trust your dog with them. Again, that was completely hypothetical. I've never trusted my dog to someone and them, like, never feed them. That would be terrifying. Quite the opposite. Our dogs were fed twice a day instead of one or two times by the same people. It was fairly interesting. S for self-control. You want someone to control their words and actions. So even if your friend is extremely upset and you can tell they're angry, you want them to be able to, not necessarily hide that they're angry, but maybe not use like choice expletives and such, or, throw a random rage fit and start throwing over tables and such. You don't really want people around that do that. In my opinion, that's someone that I don't want to be around. I don't want to be the friend that's like, I'm sorry, my friend's just breaking everything. I don't know if I could handle a friend like that. I don't want to be constantly apologizing for my friends. I don't think that's appropriate. T for thankful. You want someone who's grateful for what they have, which kind of goes along with, I think they were running out of ideas. That one kind of goes with content. I think content and thankful are sort of the same thing. I guess content is more like, I don't want anything more, and thankful is like, a step further, like, I don't want any more, plus I'm very happy that I have what I have, and I appreciate what I have. So I think you'll find those two probably together. I guess they're not quite the same thing, but they're similar. Unwavering. You want someone who sets their mind to something and sees it through. This is pretty important. You don't want people who change their mind about things. For instance, you don't want people changing their mind that you're their friend. And if they change their mind about other things semi-important to them, then guess what? You're next. I've had that happen a couple of times. People I thought were my friend, they just decided, yeah, I don't want you anymore. So that's happened. It's, yeah, you want someone who's unwavering in their beliefs and such. V, virtuous. You want someone to aim to be pure. That's what it said? Yeah. Virtuous. Aim to be pure. So you want someone that's not like, I'm going to be the most terrible person there ever was to live. I'm going to be the one who falls apart and does terrible things and goes smoking and has a bad life and such, There are people who do that. You want people who are like, I don't know, what does a pure person say? You want someone who's just like, I want to do good things, I want to be good, I want to do the best in everything that I can, and I don't really want to get involved in all of that crap that other people want to get involved in. I was going to say something completely Christian just now, and I'm not sure if that's right. I think I almost said smoke crack, and I don't think that's the right. I don't think I'm supposed to. One, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to say that. And two, I don't think that's right, even. I don't know. Anyways, I don't think you can smoke crack. Anyways, continuing on. You want someone that is wise. You want someone to make smart choices. Again, you don't want someone who will smoke crack. I can't. Okay, you don't want someone who thinks smoking is wise, because obviously there are numerous things that say it's not. You don't want people in your life probably who do drugs, unless, prescribed to them by a doctor and they're not addicted to them, you know what I mean? You don't want people who wanna, break your mom's favorite vase. I don't know. I don't hang around bad people. I don't know what bad people do. You don't want someone who's cursing their parents out. That's a good one. You don't want people beating their siblings up. I mean, pretty basic stuff, probably. I should hope. You want someone who's excited. So this one they ran out of ideas for sure. Instead of an E, they just have an X for excited. And I gotta wrap this up. But you want someone who's excited about life. You want them to be excited all the time and just have a zest for life. You know, yeah, that's the right word. You want them to be happy about life. Goes back to my other friend who was just excited about everything. She's just so fun. Yielding. You want someone to give up their personal rights with a desire to serve others. So this one's more like a servant's heart. You want someone who really just wants to do everything they can for other people. That is a very good type of friend to have. And the last one, zealous. You want someone to live with energy and zest. So it's kind of a few of the past ones put together, which I already talked about. Sorry to zoom through those last few, but I actually have to go and do stuff. As it is like 8:30 now, and I still have to do stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching my video, my live stream today, and I wish you guys the best. I will see you guys tomorrow at whatever time I can for part 3. Again, comment below if you want to see a certain thing. I already have an idea for my next video, not for friendship one, but for the one after that. But give me ideas, and love you guys, and I'll